Hey, this is Igor from myhexel.com. Today is my take 2 for Android constraint layout. Before I had a really stressful experience with the constraint layout. It was pretty buggy. And currently I'm having Android Studio 2.3 beta 4 with the constraint layout beta 5. And that's the best one which was so far, and it's really close to release experience. There is not so many bugs. I found just 2 or 3 so far remaining. Alright, I want to talk first about what's great about the constraint layout and why it's so great, why it's way faster than any other layout. First point is pre-filled attributes, which you see in here. They call it properties. The first is most common is width and height dimensions, and you don't need to type anything. There is this box, you just change it with mouse clicks, and that's it. Wrap content, a fixed size, which is described here, and this is called match constraint. Yeah, just one click and you have it, or you can change it in here. And those are most common properties or attributes. To see all, you go here, and what I recommend doing is adding those to favorites, the ones that you use most often, or maybe all that you use, and you will have them in this sidebar. This is way faster and speeds everything. You should have easy access to most common ones. Alright, and here goes the first tip: zoom in. That's really helpful when you have like cluttered layouts with lots of elements. This is really hard to set up constraints. Yeah, zooming in really helps. So for example, I need to set constraints for those 2 text views and an image view. It would be really hard to do anything properly without zooming in, because yeah. And one bug that is here so far is remaining margins. You might change margins in the design mode, like set to 0, but it won't be changed actually in text, and that's really annoying. The other one is this bias. Sometimes it sets to some random value other than 50, which is really annoying as well, but yeah, this is still better. We expect for release in about maybe a month. Alright, the second great feature is that constraint layout is actually like a percent relative layout with some great enhancements. Let's see how easy it is to set aspect ratio using constraint layout. First, you need to set at least one dimension to match constraints, and then you have this toggle on the corner, and yeah, it appears only in Android Studio 2.3. It won't appear in 2.2.3 or whatever before. This one is really handy. You click it and you get this box for aspect ratio. This is and that's it. You don't need to type any attributes manually. Yeah, but this is only in 2.3. So you should be aware of the hard-coded values, like especially if you don't have any constraints. You position your view and it says some hard-coded values. You should always use constraints for positioning views. Yeah, and another great feature is the missing center of attribute of relative layout, right? How often do you want to position anything at center of another view? And in relative layout you would have to create a frame layout and position center of all that stuff. constraint layout solves this problem. Yeah, just by setting top to top, bottom to bottom, you get the centered view, which is great. You have flat and easy to read text layout, and pretty fast and easy in design mode. Also, center of bottom is amazing, just like that. So yeah, constraint layout is gonna replace frame relative layout, percent relative layout, frame layout, linear layout, and it's gonna be amazing. I think the stable releases will be soon, so stay tuned, and thanks for watching.